Let's all play What's My Line?
Good day, everyone.
Good day.
My gracious, but you've been hot as a fox all week long. You've really gotten
missed one.
Huh?
We've only missed
We
one,
got
I
7
think.
out of 8.
That's really good. I wonder what's going to happen today, don't you?
Gosh, golly.
Let's find out. Would our first challenger enter and sign in, please? Carl Cusano. Where are you from, Mr. Cusano?
Holland, Pennsylvania.
Holland, Pennsylvania. Panel, Carl Cusano is connected with a product that is worn. We will now let the audience see what that product is. And let's start the questioning with Arlene Francis.
Thank you. Mr. Cusano, is the product worn by women?
Yes.
Is it worn by men, too?
Yes.
Is it worn from the waist up?
Yes.
Is it worn from the neck up?
No.
1 down and 9 to go, Soupy.
Arlene asked you if it was worn from the waist up. Mr. Casano is also worn from the waist down.
No.
2 down and 8 to go, Meredith.
Is your product worn equally by men as well as women?
I would say so.
May we consider your product to be clothing?
No.
No.
3 down and 7 to go, Mel.
Your product is not clothing.
No.
It's not going to be another one of those skin game things we played the other day, is it?
I don't think so.
No, 4 down and 6 to go, Arlene.
That wasn't a question. That's dirty pool.
Yes.
Well, we're trying to get Mr. Cusano going.
Is it a useful piece of wearing material, whatever it is? Is it useful?
Yes.
Is it made of, could it be made of leather?
No, I don't think so.
I suppose it could be, since anything can be, but the likelihood of your finding it made in leather is so remote that we'll give a no in order to keep things clear and Soupy.
When it's worn, Mr. Casano, is it visible to the eye?
Absolutely.
Is it ever worn in water?
No.
6 down and 4 to go, Meredith.
Yes, would your product be likely to be worn outside more than inside?
Yes.
Outside of what?
Outside of a building?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Would it be worn in connection with, let's say, a sport or an activity?
Yes.
Is it some form of equipment?
Yes.
Yes.
Is it equipment for a specific sport? If I get the sport, that would help?
Yes.
Yes.
How about football?
Football.
No.
Well, that would have helped, but 7 down and 3 to go, Mel.
Is your product worn for protection in the use of, in the accomplishment of some contact sport?
No.
No. The use of the word sport here should be taken in a very broad context. Arlene?
Oh, it should be in a broad context. Aha. Would it be any, you say it's not worn in the water, huh?
No.
That was
Right.
established.
Yes, I did say that.
Is it, could it be worn on horseback?
I don't think it's practical.
It could, but again, the likelihood is pretty
Remote.
tough on the horse. 9 down and 1 to go, Soupy.
It's made out of porcupine quills.
Well, is it ever made of canvas?
Yes.
Oh, this is a toughie. Are there any straps connected to this?
No, that would have been leather. That's.
No, they could be canvas straps. They could be.
Yes, there's the kind of strap connected.
Well, is it the kind of strap like, I'm gonna take a wild guess, it would be a straight jacket?
A straight jacket.
No.
A parachute. No, they are backpacks for camping. Yeah, Arlene.
I promise you, that's what I was thinking of, a pack on the back, but I thought they had to have leather straps.
No, they have canvas straps or web straps, but not leather. And Carl Cosano is a merchandise manager with the Lionel Corporation. Among other things, he sells backpacks for hikers and campers. And Carl, in case some of our viewers are not quite sure what a backpack is, why don't we show them what a backpack is? Could we, there we are, Arlene. Now, I must tell you that when you buy Carl's backpack, that's all you get.
Well,
The lane does not come with it. Now, let's, what is in that pack? Can we go up there and see it for a minute? Why is it, wait, before we go, why is it better, since we have a mic right here, why is it better to have a pack than like a handbag or something?
Well, for one thing, it's a lot more practical, leaves your hands free to carry other things.
Okay, now let's go up and have a close look at it,
Fine.
can we? All right, now is everything, how much does this weigh about?
Packed or unpacked?
Well, packed.
Packed, roughly about 20% of the person's weight was
Really?
carrying it.
And what about unpacked? What does that weigh? Just
Unpacked, it would probably weigh about 2 to 3 pounds.
really? That's very light. Now, what all is in there? How much has
Well,
she got in there?
Why don't we show her
All right.
panel what we have?
This is it?
Everything here, Larry, that you see on the ground, she carries in her backpack, including this tent here.
The tent is in there?
Yes.
And all of that's in there?
All of this and all of that is in here.
Could you show us?
Why don't we try?
That's unbelievable that all that. Oh, look at
There's
this.
some plates. There's a mess
it.
kit. There's a cooking kit.
Look at that.
Here's some more of the cooking kit.
Yeah.
There's the tent that we see in the background here.
This is the tent.
Yes. And here's an axe. There's a folding.
Never go out of the house without this.
There's an all-purpose tool of some sort. There's a canteen there. There's some fried...
Beef stew. Freeze-dried beef stew.
freeze-dried.
You got right there.
There's a patch kit for your
There's a
mattress.
patch kit in case anything happens to you and you need a patch.
There's a first aid kit,
It's a first aid kit in case the patch doesn't
an
work.
insect repellent.
An insect repellent. We all could use
There's a
that.
sewing awl.
Oh, look at that. You sew up something with that.
Right.
What else is in it?
There's a rain suit.
That is your deluxe vinyl utility suit right here.
There's a compass.
Well, shouldn't that be out of the pack?
I would suspect so. There's a flashlight, Larry, and some extra cord.
Nylon cord.
Right. There's another canteen.
Look at that. And this, I guess this is a bedroll here.
Yes. And this is your
That's one of those
sleeping
strap
bag.
things.
Right.
And that's a sleeping bag. And this, taken all apart, is that over there. Is that right?
That's right.
That really is astonishing. What does this cost?
Roughly around $50 to $60 at retail, Larry.
Isn't that incredible? And then if there were two people going, for example, one person could take all this and the other person could take
Some
all this.
other equipment, yes.
That's really marvelous. Thank you very much, Carl, for showing us all of this. That's really sensational. Great. Okay, thank you, Wayne. And let's see how you do with our next challenger. Would you enter and sign in, please? Romaine Engel. Where are you from, Romaine?
Hummelstown, Pennsylvania.
Hummelstown, Pennsylvania.
That's right.
Panel, Romaine Engel performs a service rare for a member of the female sex. We will show the audience what her line is. And we'll start the questioning with Soupy Sales.
Thank you, Larry Blythe. Ms. Engel, do you work for a profit-making organization?
No, I don't.
1 down and 9 to go, Meredith.
Yes, do you perform your service for the government?
Yes.
The federal government?
No.
2 down and 8 to go, Mel.
Obviously, the state government. Is your service performed for both men and women?
Yes.
I see. Is it a service that makes them happier once you've performed it?
Sometimes.
Sometimes and sometimes not. It is a state government service, right?
Yes.
Has it anything to do, in a broad sense of the word, with the postal department?
No, it doesn't.
3 down and 7 to go, Arlene.
Miss Engel, do you ever wear anything other than what you're wearing now in this job?
Sometimes.
Could it be termed in any sense a uniform of any kind?
Yes.
Are you connected with the fire department?
No, I'm not.
4 down and 6 to go, Soupy.
Are you connected? I got a brother's connected to the police department with handcuffs. Are you connected to the police department?
Yes, I am.
There it is.
Not yet.
Oh, there's more? Oh, well, okay. Now, what do you do for the police? We're looking for what you do for the police?
Yes.
Okay.
What kind of a policeman she is, in a sense.
Are you a motorcycle policeman?
No.
5 down and 5 to go, Meredith.
That's right.
Policeman more so than a prison, right?
Yes.
Okay, because I was thinking of like a female warden or something. I think we had her on the show once before. Let's see. You're not a motorcycle. Do you fly a helicopter?
No.
6 down and 4 to go, Mel.
Is what you do, Miss Engel, physical? Do you do anything specifically physical?
Sometimes.
Uh-huh. Is what you do perhaps instructional?
No.
7 down and 3 to go, Arlene.
Now, sometimes the people are happy as a result of what you do.
Sometimes.
So we have to accept the fact that there is nothing punitive particularly about your job, except that you might be punitive toward someone who is having something done to him. I know. No, I had that wrong. Did you ever catch anybody doing the wrong thing and therefore save somebody else?
Therefore, save somebody else.
I mean, for example...
Did you ever catch somebody stealing from somebody and then save the person from being robbed? I think that's the sort of thing you
Yeah, you put it so much better, but then...
It's just because you don't know the word robbed.
I just don't like to say it.
Yes.
Are you, what would it be, a police detective of some kind? That isn't
Not
it.
really. 8 down and 2 to go, Soupy.
She makes them happy. If you were in jail, that would make them happy. We'd let them out. Are you a jailer?
No.
9 down and 1 to go, Meredith.
Gee, are you considered a police woman?
Yes.
First of all, yes. But it's something special that you do in the police department that we must
That
determine.
men have normally
That
done.
men normally do.
Yeah.
You don't...
Do I have a quick guess?
I know she's a traffic cop.
No, people are happy.
Well, they are. They see her. You ain't gonna be sad.
Sneaking over here as the time runs out is another no answer, and I'll tell you that she is a Pennsylvania state trooper. Romaine Engel is a Pennsylvania state trooper. Pennsylvania is the first state to accept women as troopers on an equal basis with men, and Trooper Engel was the first woman to apply to be accepted. Now, what made you apply?
When I was a registered nurse, I became interested in police work and wanted to become more actively involved with social problems and drug problems.
Now, what prompted you to apply? Just wanting to do that, I guess.
Yes.
What qualifications do you need to apply?
Qualifications are exactly the same as for the men, except for height and weight requirements.
Now, what about the training? What happens there? Is it hard? Is it physically hard?
It is it's physically and mentally difficult. We spent 6 months at the State Police Academy in Hershey, Pennsylvania, and we had courses like firearms, psychology, sociology, criminal law, vehicle code, just to name a few.
What do the male troopers think of women troopers?
They've accepted us very well.
That's marvelous. What do you do now? What sort of thing do you work on?
I'm mainly concerned with community relations and youth aid right now.
How many are there?
There's 14 of us.
Wow.
That's marvelous. Really marvelous. And thank you for being with us
Thank
on
you
What's
very
My Line. Okay, we're back. The blindfolds are all in place, are they not?
Yes.
And would our mystery guest enter and sign in, please? Okay, panel, you have 2 minutes to work this out. It's one question at a time, and we'll start with Meredith.
Yes, hello, mystery guest. The mystery guest isn't going to say hello back.
How you doing?
Are you primarily known for your work in the entertainment industry?
Yeah, well, yeah, you might say that.
Well, Mel?
Yeah, might say that. Here. Are you primarily known for your work in television?
Yeah, well, yeah, occasionally, yeah.
Arlene?
Are you an actor in opposition to being perhaps a singer or a musician?
Well, yeah, I've sung a little bit, but you know, I'm
And it
mostly.
sounded like that. That's Soupy?
Mostly, I'm known as.
I know who it is.
Yeah.
And I'd like to say he's a fine actor. It's Darren McGavin.
You're a thing.
All right. How did you get that, Soup?
Well, Darren from Riverboat and all those detective things, and I see him every time, you know. We've done a few shows together.
Well, how did you get it? I mean, Arlene and Darren worked together.
Yeah.
And Arlene didn't get it.
And I'm crazy about him, so why didn't I get it?
Well, I don't know. I think we can work it out, though, a little later.
I think I can do the work, thank you. You think you?
Darren, what are you doing in New York?
Oh, we're in here kind of seeing the sights and looking at some people. We've been doing a little exploitation in a picture I did last May, a little thing called The Petty Story. And it's about a North Carolina fellow who's down there running race cars.
Oh, Richard Petty.
Richard Petty. And Lee Petty, his father. That's right. It's a story about the Petty family.
Now, you're branching out, though. You've decided not just to be an actor anymore.
Well, yeah, that's right. Yeah, we're doing a couple little films. And among them, I think the first one will be called Mother's Day, which we start a couple of weeks.
Well, I know that you're involved out front now, but is it as the director, the producer? What are you doing?
Well, I thought I might as well do it all, so I'm going to produce and direct one.
You're going to do it all?
Yeah, I mean, why not? I've had to work with the bad taste of other people for so long, I thought I'd get through with my own.
Let somebody else leave with a bad
Revenge,
taste.
yeah.
It does get tiresome getting all dressed up and waiting for somebody to come get you.
Well, yeah, it's not that so much as that when they come to get you, they turn out to be such bad things. You know, the things that you have to do sometimes are so terrible that you decide that you want to do
Well,
something
but you've had a marvelous
better.
career. I mean, if they've really been bad, you've saved them.
Well, yeah, that's true. I think every year
modest
for the
of you.
last year, I think somebody in the connected with our company has gotten an Emmy. The director or the producer or the writer or even the musician one year got an Emmy on one of the things they did out in California.
That's marvelous. Really marvelous, Darren. Listen, good luck with the new project.
Bless your
And
heart,
come back
Larry.
and play with us.
We shall.
Darren McGavin. Darren always does those He-Men parts and those Western parts. Did you ever do one of those, Sue?
I made a Western a couple of years ago. You put ham and cheese and some onions. It was very good.
Gonna ask him another question?
Not of Soupy, just one, Soup.
I did. I did 2 Rebels with the late Nick Adams.
Yeah?
Yeah, which was on TV.
Did you do the mouse in that?
No.
Did you do the mouse? Isn't that amazing? We get that for nothing. Goodbye, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
What's My Line is a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. This program was recorded